Hi, Aquarius. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my sun, moon, rising in Venus. Today, we are going to see if the stars are all aligning for you. Love coming in, fate, destiny, what is going on around you. I do have some initials. I have lots of cards, of course, and I have fully channeled messages for you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. Let's call in our spirit guides. Spirit, please share with me loving messages meant to be heard today. What is in the stars? How are the stars aligning for us? What is it that you have for us? I am listening for you now. I have a soulmate. Okay. A connection from your past life has emerged. So what is this soulmate energy? Boy, I always like that energy. I always like to feel like I've known you forever, or this instant connection with somebody. I'm instantly drawn to you. That's always nice. I have nurturing. Self-love is essential. A time to address your needs and ground yourself. So we don't want to take away from you coming first or you putting yourself first. It's not selfish to put yourself first. So you've got to take care of yourself. And I have a wheel of luck. All right, your luck is about to change. All things are aligned in your favor. Luck is on your side. So, I mean, fate, destiny, luck. Do I believe in luck? Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's part of divine timing. I feel like, you know, you meet somebody and you say, what are the chances of us meeting? I'm lucky to have met you, you know, those types of things. But I also believe that everything's kind of predetermined and it just arrives in our life when we're meant to find it. So right now you've got lots going on, good stuff. Soulmates, luck. I do have some confusion. I have the present is clouded, the future uncertain. More information is needed. So you could have somebody that's come into your energy and you really are feeling drawn to this person and you're wondering, you know, is this the one? And is this the person that I'm going to stay with, end up with? Are they feeling the same way? So I have family at the bottom of my deck. Let's see what that says. The conflict is resolved. The healing has begun. So there could be a little bit of felt like a thorn in my side. It could be somebody has an ex that isn't happy that they've moved on and they have a new person, and maybe they're playing games with the kids or just playing mind games because they're actually really jealous. So that was more of what I felt, but maybe we get over that soon enough. A lot of people think they're fine with we're divorced and we don't want to be together, but then when it really happens, they kind of start acting weird and they start doing things that maybe they wouldn't normally do. So maybe somebody just got jealous of this connection. Spirit, please share with me what is going on around my Aquarius. I have an Empress. Six of Pentacles. I have a High Priestess. And I have an Eight of Cups. It came into me as your soul knows. Your soul is going to tell you that this is the one. And that's nice. I mean, you're going to, you know, sometimes you sit there and go, is this the one? I'm not sure. I don't know. But I feel like deep down inside, you're going to just kind of feel grounded or safe, protected. You're going to feel different than maybe you felt in any other relationship. So maybe those are some of the signs that Spirit's trying to send you, that this is more important this time, they're saying. I have a King of Pentacles. So there's a sense of security. Thank you, Spirit. This person is established. This person has built some wealth for themselves. This person is climbing the ladder, so to speak. Okay. I have a 5 of Swords. I have the Moon. And I have a 6 of Wands. This person has gone through some kind of battle of their own. I'm going to say a difficult divorce, child custody, fighting over children. Just somebody who made their divorce very, very difficult. It took a long time to get divorced. It took a long time to get out of a relationship if they weren't even married. Child support issues, something like that. I just feel like there is a hesitation with that because they have, I don't want to say they've been damaged, but they are a giver with this 6 of Pentacles. And it is a feeling of, I'm a giver and I don't understand, why somebody made my life so difficult. And that's what it feels like. It feels like somebody just out of spite is making somebody's life difficult. And this person was probably very good to them. And they got mad, angry, jealous, and they're making their life difficult. So, that happens. So this person is kind of dealing with the after effect of that. But it doesn't mean they don't want to move on. It doesn't mean that they're not strong. It doesn't mean that they don't want to be with you. It just means that they feel like life gave them a very difficult blow. I have a Queen of Swords. They see you as somebody different that just came into me. They see you as somebody who has a good head on their shoulders, somebody that they can talk to, somebody they can rely on, Spirit just said. So your communication with this person is at a different level. You could be very intelligent. You guys could both be better equals, something like that. But I feel like they really admire you for just the way that you're able to communicate, just the way that you're able to share things, the way that you think about things before you say something. You don't overreact, they're saying. So there's a sense of calmness around you that this person appreciates. I have a 9 of Cups. Yeah, there's a sense of peace and serenity around you. So that's what they're going to be attracted to. That they could be coming from chaos. They're coming out of a life of chaos. They're coming out of a life of all we did was fight. It was I couldn't ever make this person happy, no matter how hard I tried, no matter how much I gave them, no matter how much they had. They just were never happy. So in comes you without these kinds of expectations. And there's this beautiful sense of peace and calmness and appreciation, and they're blown away. They're blown away. Sometimes you think people are blown away by your looks. They're blown away by your kindness. And that goes a long way, doesn't it? That could be your best quality. What's the bottom of my deck? The 10 of Cups. You could be really, really happy with this person. There's this very loving energy of, I hate to say it, but the first, it's like that first relationship. Maybe they were meant to be together to have kids. And then the second relationship is the lifelong love. So there's more contentment is how it's coming into me. So it's somebody who's had a very serious relationship, whether it's you or them or both. And this is kind of, we both have a pretty big sense of what a relationship is. We both have been in relationships for a while. Let's get some initials. Let's see if we can get first initials, last initials, a name, something like that. Spirit, please share with me any confirmation, any evidence that you have, the person that I'm thinking of. The letter P, O, K, D, the letter L, N, C, V, J, L again, the letter G, W, D, an M, a couple more, another G, and a Q. Okay, so if those connected to you, let me know. And I always love to hear if I've got the spelling of a name also. That's always fun. Tell me more about this connection. I'm going to say the love of your life. I really feel that it's more, you know, sometimes the love of your life isn't necessarily the person that you shared a long time with. Sometimes there's somebody else that you have just a deeper emotional attachment to, and you just had no idea that you'd ever be that in love with somebody, or it would be that content for you. They hold a special place in your heart, Spirit's saying. I have a Sagittarius, temperance, harmony, peace, balance. I'm going to say that you definitely are bringing a sense of eye-opening experiences to this person, that a relationship doesn't have to be filled with chaos and turmoil. They are so used to having like this kind of crazy around them that you are such a peaceful blessing. And they're just keep looking at you that, like, what is it about you that is making this so different? And it's because you're not a fighter. There's no reason to fight. You're a communicator. Your kindness is there. Your caring is there. And you want to make this person happy because it makes you happy, and then they make you happy. You know, it's like, I want to be there for you because then you'll be there for me. So they're not used to, your person's not used to when the next shoe's going to drop or what's the next fire to put out, because whoever they were with, there was always an issue. There was always drama around this person. And you guys know those types of people that they go, I don't understand why these things happen to me. Because you create them, because you attract it, you know? So the person who lives in the state of drama is always shocked that their life has drama in it. And they think that they have a black cloud over them, or there's something that somehow there's a curse on them, you know, and they can't figure out the fact that they're creating the drama. They are the problem. So this person was living in a world of a constant, probably entrapped because of kids or circumstances, house, relationship, whatever, but a constant state of chaos. So now they're with somebody like you that's gorgeous and calm and optimistic. And they keep looking at you going, where did you come from? How did I get so lucky? Because they're blown away. They're blown away by your kindness. I have a moon, the high priestess, your inner knowing, your intuition. I feel like you see it before they do, that you see the soul connection. You see deep into their soul, they're saying. You can look into their eyes and you feel like you just climbed into them. So your intuition's very high. Your intuition is telling you this is the one. There's something about this connection that you feel different, which they said, which is nice. I have a Pisces, a moon. They had so much anxiety and fear that they had blocked their own intuition. And they probably admit it, that I don't trust my gut anymore. It's the person who says I make bad choices. I keep picking the wrong one. I picked that. I married that even. And obviously I made the wrong choice. So they are afraid to be in a committed relationship again, because what if that doesn't work out? What if I pick a second person that doesn't work out? So there's that. I don't trust myself anymore. But I feel like you're so strong and so grounded and so spiritual that this person like just kind of leans on you to lead them and say, we're going to be fine. We're fine. Okay. That's your past. That's not us. So your strength is going to be huge. Are you a Leo? Just wondering. I have an Earth goddess, my Taurus. Growth, abundance, groundedness, centeredness. Whoa, I got lots of jumpers. Too many jumpers back here, though. Okay, hold on. Good. Let's go with this one. Okay, another Taurus energy. Builder, stable. I want to make things last. Sometimes the person who is in that very hostile energy, and they get a taste of what it feels like to be in a calming, normal relationship. They don't believe it, but then two, they start to treasure it because it's so peaceful to them. And they thought that they would never have that in their lifetime. Now, whether they're saying that out loud, I don't think so. They're not saying, oh, this is such a peaceful relationship. But what they're going to say is things like, I'm just so comfortable with you. I feel at home with you. So they'd say something like that, which is them saying, I've never felt so grounded. I've never had this much balance in my life, or at least for the last X number of years, I haven't had it. So your person is going to feel like I'm at home. There's a sense of, I found my way home to you. So that feels nice. And you're going to feel the same way. I mean, you're going to feel content and happy and peaceful. And that's why you found each other. Spirit, please share with me. I have a reunion. I'm going to say it's not this in this lifetime. I'm going to say a soulmate reunion. Past lifetimes, we find each other again. It feels comfortable. We're ready to start this journey in this lifetime. Messy behavior. They're used to this. Maybe there was an alcohol problem in their past. Their spouse was having trouble with alcohol or drugs or addiction or just bipolar or crazy. But I do feel like that's something they stressed. It was just always something. It's just always something. But they're not there. They're not there. I have divine timing will bring you together. If it hasn't arrived yet, it's always Spirit's way of saying, I'm on my way. I have walking away from what doesn't serve us, saving ourselves. Sometimes we have to. A balancing act. I felt like I was always balancing. I was always trying to keep it together. It was me that kept everything together. I'm opening up and the truth is rising. That feels like this person, I mean, not only the flames are flickering, but this person is rising up. They are opening up. They are realizing that I can be in a relationship with somebody and it can be honest and truthful and normal and a sense of decency and respect. And again, I feel like I've never experienced this before. So it's very eye-opening to them. I don't even know if they knew it existed. And that might be something that they say. Like, I never knew that two people could get along this well, or two people could share the same space and never get sick of each other. because that's the kind of relationship this will be. Like, we can be together all the time and I don't ever get sick of you. All right, so you irritate me about little things, like go do the dishes, but you know, I never get sick of you. I think this person is having some kind of like eye-opening experience to what it's like to be with somebody that is as wonderful as you. And how could they not be in love with you? How could they not fall in love with you? So what you have going for you is you're bringing this calmness, you're bringing this emotion to this relationship, you're bringing this kindness, this caring, this love. And let me tell you, it makes all the difference in the world, Spirit just said. I have a Lover's card, just jumped. You got a soulmate that is finding you. I have a Four of Pentacles. I have a Knight of Cups. And I have a Hermit. I'm going to say this person struggled with, somebody took them to the cleaners. I'm going to say it that way. And the only thing that they could do for a while was just isolate themselves. They just had to be in no relationship for a while. And they just probably guarded themselves. They probably said, I don't want another committed relationship. I'll never get married again. I'll never do this. I'll never do that. Because they were filled with resentment and bitterness and things like that. Until that energy clears and until you come into their life. And then all of a sudden there's this eye-opening experience that love can be, relationships can be loving. That two people can have romantic feelings for each other and the romance doesn't end. That two people can grow more and more in love with each other each year, each day, Spirit just said. So did they have to go through what they went through to appreciate what you're offering? I'm going to say yes. So however we got here, it doesn't matter. It's that we're here. And that Lover's card and that Knight of Cups is a pretty golden combination. This is very much a feeling of, you know, a golden heart. You've got a golden heart. You know, they're going to fall in love with your heart. Bottom line. Let's see what the loving messages are. Let's see what they want to say to you today. Spirit, please share with me. I've been thinking about what you've said. Your words mean something to me. Maybe you've shared with them that you're not like the past. You don't think that way. Those things aren't important to you. You're not demanding of them. You're not asking of them. So maybe you have a conversation about don't compare me to your past. Accept me for who I am. And when they start to see the real you, they go, holy crap. How can two people be so different? I just want to make love to you all night long. So they're obviously going to be very in love with you. Very in love with you. You're my forever love. I do see a forever with you. You've changed me, Spirit just said. You are the love of my life. This is just the beginning of an amazing journey. So you've opened their eyes. You've opened their eyes to what love can be. And it's life-changing to them. Because they might have lived years with somebody else and never felt any of these things. Could be the first time in their life that they're in love with somebody. So we're going to put this out into the universe. It feels amazing. It feels amazing. If it hasn't arrived yet, just use this reading to manifest the type of love that you are worthy and deserving of. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Check out my new YouTube channels. I do have 2 other channels, a pick a card channel and a twin flame and soulmate channel. You can see those links in the description and in the comments. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and we'll see you again real soon.